Alrighty, so I did a video, or not a video, an article on cold exposure, kind of like ice baths, ice showers, using ice packs for a variety of reasons, more towards the area of health and wellness, and also biohacking, I guess you could call it, because not everyone does this. Has been used, I think, in physical therapy and sports training and recovery. Um, Primarily used more for hot and cold, or hot and cold therapy, which is basically where you get into a ice bath, basically, and then you get into, after a while, a either sauna or hot bath or some kind of, because ice basically makes your blood kind of constrict in your muscles. But it has a number of other benefits. It can help with the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nerve system, and help with your sleep. It can help with, I believe it can help with hormones, insulin resistance, a number of other things. I didn't actually link to any actual studies. I did link to some articles that are a bit more better researched and stuff, than probably what I wrote. Anyways, I've used it off and on for a number of years. I started out, I believe, it was a blog post by Timothy Ferris about ice baths. It wasn't the best experience because I kind of just jumped in, and that's kind of the extreme end, is taking an ice bath. You can work yourself up to that. There's a number of different things you can do, though, to work yourself up to that. You can start walking in colder weather. You can use ice packs while you're either sleeping or meditating or just laying down. You can also take cold showers. They don't have to be the whole time you're in the shower. What I generally do is I take a cold shower near the end, probably for about a minute or two, and I mostly focus on areas on my upper chest and my upper back and shoulders and my neck area, because right around there is what's called brown adipose tissue, or brown fat, basically, which basically helps raise your metabolism, help you burn more calories. And there have been different studies and different research done on it, but cold exposure can help. A big thing is it can help with weight loss, and also if you have problems with, especially for people that are probably 20 or more pounds overweight, they likely have a bit of insulin resistance or pre-diabetes. This can also help with that. It can help regulate blood sugar as well, but it can also help burn more calories as well too, because basically your body has to basically use more energy to warm up and stuff, or it's called cold thermogenesis, I believe. Um, Anyways, you can also drink cold water. That's another way. There are some products I've seen of various products. I know there's Chili Pad, where you can use it to cool down your bed, and I think it's something you put on top of your mattress, covered up by your bed sheets and everything, and it can help cool it down. You can also do stuff like, I sometimes crack my window just a little bit, just to let it cool down, because I think you sleep better generally if it's in a colder kind of environment, and you get better quality sleep that way too. I've also seen there's what's called kind of like these ice vests or whatever, and some of them just use water, some of them use some kind of chemical or whatever. You can also get several kind of ice packs, and you can just put them all over your body. Generally, though, if you use ice packs or anything, you want at least like a shirt or towel in between, and so it doesn't get some kind of I'm trying to think, ice burn or cold burn or whatever it's called. um, but yeah, there's a number of different ways. I know there's some places that offer cryotherapy, where you kind of go in this tank or chamber. I haven't actually done it, and it's pretty cold air temperature. I know some athletes and other stuff that do it. But yeah, there's a lot of ways. I know there's it's called I think there's some kind of like head, or it's kind of like a helmet, like an ice helmet or whatever, that helps cool down your head, which can help with a number of things. Like, I deal with TMJ issues on both sides, and I get headaches from them. Also, a lot of heat escapes, and is used by your head, basically, especially your brain. Um, so yeah, but it's people use it for a number of different reasons. There have been some research. I've also done some research, or I've read some stuff by Jack Kruse, I believe his name was, who is I think he's a neurologist, but he more delves into kind of insulin resistance, kind of cold or ice therapy. Also Self-Fact, which is a really good website, which I go on quite a bit. It's a really good, well-researched website with a lot of links to studies and more information on that. I know Timothy Ferriss has talked about it some. I know they've mentioned on Bulletproof. I know Dave Asprey has mentioned it a few times on his blog. There's probably some other people that have done some stuff too. Some problems though is, well, you want to build up to it. You want to build up, with air exposure, and then maybe working up to a cold shower, and then maybe up to just your lower half being in an ice bath. And I generally, I know some people just jump in with all the ice in there. I usually just let it melt for the most part, and then I jump in. So I guess it's not as cold, I think. I don't know. But I usually just put my lower half in, and the problem is if you're kind of a bigger guy, more than 6 feet, especially if you're overweight some, it's hard to really immerse your whole body. So you have to look into kind of some other options. Like I've used a hot tub before and just filled up with cold water and ice water. But I've also done things, you could also use a small pool. I know some people use stock tanks, which they use for water for like animals like horses and cows and stuff. Those tend to be a little bit more expensive, about $200 or $300. But there's probably some cheaper options if you really thought about it and looked around, like a pool or something like that. But yeah, you can also do it, I guess, in cold rivers or streams or ponds or lakes or whatever if you have some nearby. During wintertime, I'll be careful though, especially with strong currents, and kind of be familiar with the area and make sure you're safe as well too. And I wouldn't spend too much time in colder water. I haven't really had any like mishaps or anything happen, but I would take it easy if you have if you're diabetic, or have some kind of health condition. Anyways, that's it. I'll include link below to the article, and also maybe some other sources as well. Check it out, and I'll also include this video up with the article I just wrote on it as well too. Oh, and also the other guy that the big guy that I forgot to mention for some reason is Wim Hof. He's known for he does cold exposure, but he also does I think he does meditation and breathing too. And I think he has a few world records if I remember right. And he's broken actually one or two of his a few times at least. So yeah, check him out, Wim Hof. I think I covered everything. I think there's also benefits to your mental health as well too, like anxiety and depression. It can help with that. Anyways, I'll include a link below to the article, and I'll be trying to upload at least about a video a week and an article a week, to sort of stay consistent. I know it's not a ton of content, but my uploading has been like pretty inconsistent, and that's basically due to what's going on with me health wise. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Bye.